Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Welcome to the channel. This is the actually game, very exciting game between Arjun Erigaisi and Abdusattorov Nodirbek, which was very nice opening we see in this game, and it was a very super exciting game for me. So please be sure to actually watch this game and enjoy. Please don't forget to give the thumbs up and sub to the channel. That would be just very encouraging. So let's jump into the game. Why not? Okay, here is the game actually starts. And we have d4, as I said, knight f6, c4, and here g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4. So this is King's Indian, d6, and we have bishop to e2. So normal King's Indian moves. And after castles, we see bishop to g5. Another variation, of course, is the h3 line. So uh, we may want to go actually g4 in future and try to push, but we see now a5 after bishop to g5, and the game could continue like this. But we see now, as I just explained, bishop to g5, and in this position we see c5, and here d5 is played most of the times. You can't really take because of this not bad structure that you may get after knight to f3, and this is just bad for white. Okay, and this kind of structures and openings, because after knight c6 castles, then queen takes on d1, a takes on d1, then a6, then bishop e3, and as you can see, white is somehow passive. This bishop on e2 is not well placed. But okay, let's go back. So we have to move d5 as an e6, and after knight to f3, h6, so checking this bishop, we see bishop to e3, and here after e takes on d5, we see c takes on d5, and here knight a6, and this is the actually Averbakh variation of the King's Indian. So this is King's Indian Averbakh. But we see here knight d2, after knight to c7, we see castle. Better move was actually going for a4. So, and then I just try to castle here. So after castling, we have the move rook to e8. So b5 is now threatened in some, for example, if you play something like this, then b5 is possible, because if you just take on this, then I just have this kind of trick. It's going to be more fun because this pawn on e4 is under attack twice. That's why rook to e8 threatens the move b5. So you must be careful for this idea. After rook to e8, we see queen to c2 defending this pawn once more. So b5 here is not possible now because you just take, and this pawn is just protected by the knight and the queen. So let's go back. After queen c2, we see b6. So the point of b6 is just maybe we want to create in some cases bishop to a6 or bishop to b7. Rook f to e1, and here rook to b8, as I just explained earlier. We see now a4, and after knight to a6, so knight a6 threatens the move knight to b4. So we have this knight to a2. A better move was, of course, bishop to f4, but there is nothing serious wrong about knight to a2 because it's just a stop knight b4 idea. So knight to a2, and after knight to g4, we see bishop takes on g4, bishop takes on g4, and here the move f3. After bishop to d7, black threatens queen f6, taken here. Here we see knight c4, and as I just said, queen to f6 was played. We see knight to c3, so he is just blocking this diagonal. And after knight to c7, we see Erigaisi plays queen g2, nice move. So we are just attacking this pawn on h6. But the move b5 gets played, and here we see a complex middle game here. He plays e5, but the best move actually was simple a takes on b5, bishop takes on b5, knight takes on b5, rook takes on b5, and rook takes on a7. And we can't really take on this because after bishop takes on e6 take and queen d4, if you play knight d4, knight e3, which is best move, it's just this nice knight takes on d4. If you just take, then we have rook to b3, and we can just take. If you play king to f2 to defend, then it's just rook e takes on e3 is possible. Rook takes on e3 here, and this because the rook on a1 was just very weak and undefended. So but let's go back to the main line. So as here I just was explaining e5 Erigaisi played, and here we see the takes on e5 by Nodirbek. We see knight to e4 here attacking the queen, and after queen to h4 we see knight cd6, nice move. After rook to d8 we see bishop takes on c5, a better move actually for Erigaisi was first go bishop f2 and then take on. For example, bishop f2, queen h5, and then we can play this. This was a little better. But anyway, bishop takes on c5, and here the refutation of bishop takes on c5 was the move f5, and here if you simply move the knight away, then b4 here comes, okay, and after knight cb5 and bishop takes b5, a takes on b5, this move bishop to f8, this we have this. You try something like this, but knight takes b5, even the game is very complicated, you just lose now. But actually let's go to the main line here. Bishop takes on c4 was played, as I said. Here we say bishop takes b takes on a4, sorry, and here bishop takes on a7, rook b3, nice move from Nodirbek, but this is a completely lost position. We see knight c5, kind of inaccuracy move by Arjun Erigaisi. The best move was actually bishop to f2 to just this queen. If queen here, then we have this nice queen to a5, and then this knight is leave it or not is just cannot be defended here. If you play bishop to a3, this computer says queen takes on c7, and this is just completely lost. But the last move was queen to e7, and the game could continue like bishop to c5, now just unleashing the attack by playing knight to f5. After bishop to e6 with computer suggests we have this nice knight to f5 anyway, and knight is on g7 takes by the king, and here knight d6, and the game could continue with nice advantage for Arjun Erigaisi. But here, as I just said, rook b3, and here knight c5 was played in this position. So rook to b4, and here the threat is just going to g4 and exchanges of the queen. So we have knight takes on d7, rook takes on d7, and here we see g3. Rook to d4 now, bishop takes on d4, queen takes on d4, and here we see exchanges of queens. And after knight to c4, we see rook takes on d4, d5, then rook takes on a4. After the move d3, so rook to d4 is somewhat threatened, but here we see rook to d1, and knight to e6. It was better actually to play, instead of knight to e6, it was better to play rook to d4 as I just mentioned earlier. We see knight to e6, rook king to g2, after rook to d8, and this pawn is also pushed, so this is also a passer, as I just explained. Now, after rook to c8, just attacking this, but we play b5 and also defend this knight on c4, and after knight to c5, we see rook to b4 now. This pawn can be just pushed. We see bishop to f8, so maybe we can just do some discovered attack against this rook, but here just Arjun Erigaisi completely ignores the threat and plays b6. So this after rook to c6, if you play something like this, then Nodirbek will be just very happy. He will just do this, and after this he just takes knight. So that's why pushing the pawn on to b7 is not possible here. So we see knight to a5. After rook e6, b7, and rook check, we see king to f1, rook takes on h2. It was, if you play something like this, then knight b7 would lead actually to take rook and bishop to c5. Yes, but still white was winning in that case even, but after king f1, rook takes on h2, we see king to g1, and knight takes b7, rook takes on b7, and here after rook a2, just move the knight to b3, and in this position, actually Nodirbek didn't have anything to do, and in this position decided to resign. Hope you enjoyed this game. Sorry if I was too fast because this game was quite long, so I didn't want the video to be very long. So see you next time. Be sure to actually give the thumbs up, actually like this video, and please make sure that you have subbed to the channel. That would be just very encouraging, and it gives me a lot of energy to put more interesting videos on the channel, which is your channel. So see you next time. Bye for now.